Match number 1 in the books. Tom Smallwood, a 194 here at the South Point Casino and Exhibition Hall. Not enough. Some big numbers put up in match number 1. So Smallwood packs his bags and he is done. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Chris Barnes back here with you. And big numbers from match number 1. What does that mean for our next match?
Well, Chris and I kind of talked about it before we went to break, and you know, it's all about the oil pattern holding up. And now that the high rev guy Smallwood is gone, you expect that to happen. We don't have a Sean Rash on this show. We don't have a Jason Belmonte on this show. We don't have an Oscar Palermo on this show. We have 3 kind of regular guys that kind of play the lanes similar, and I expect the oil pattern to hold up.
I think you're absolutely right. I think the oil pattern is going to hold up. Last week we saw Dom move far left, probably too early, and may have run himself out of room and cost himself a shot to advance. This time, everybody, including Andres Gomez, who loves to play deep, stayed to the right, let it build and develop, and I think he's the guy that has the advantage moving forward.
Ryan Shafer, though, was the high man with a 267. That included 10 strikes, including a 1.9 in a row. Andres Gomez on the right lane. Starts off with the strike. His best World Championship finish came in '09 when he placed 36th. Shafer, a runner-up in this tournament in 2008.
Get up.
And he continues his hot shooting. You think Ryan's feeling it?
He's having fun.
Fun, always a part of the equation for Mr. Shafer.
I like to keep things a little loose. You know, it's not always easy to be on tour. You're away from your family a lot of the time. It's a tough way to make a living. We all love it, but you know, you have to recognize it's a tough way to make a living. So I try to keep things loose. But also, I hope they recognize I'm a good sport. If somebody bowls well, I always tell them nice bowling, because it is tough to bowl well out here.
And Shafer bowling well today. A 267 in match number 1, and he started off here with the strike. Ildemaro Ruiz from Venezuela, trying to match his competitor's strikes here in the first. And he does.
Still has that hold area, it looks like, Chris.
It's in pretty good shape. He stayed pretty much in exactly where he was in game 1. It looks like the other 2 players have both moved a little further left in this break, trying to take advantage of that area that's created.
Chris, we both talked about how Andres is trying to strengthen his arsenal, and one of the ways is trying to go straighter, and by doing so he's trying to keep his hand more underneath. Watch the release.
It's pretty stuff.
That's really good from where he was 2 years ago. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't even remotely in the game plan.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he was, I guess, regarded more for standing left and throwing right, and that was pretty much all he could do.
Shafer 267 in match 1, your high score.
Just a pinch height. He was asking for it to hold and lay off, and only leaving the 4-pin, unlike Tom Smallwood in our first game where he left.
Okay.
Where Tom Smallwood left 4-7-9 and 4-9.
I'm no professional translator either, but I'm pretty sure that was hold.
And then I think he followed that up with an okay.
Very good.
Yeah, that was
top notch.
Shafer. Single pin spare conversion there in the second. Air ball.
I mean, that wasn't even close.
You can get caught up in the pace of this sometimes.
Boy, it looked like it never left his hand.
Look over on the left.
Yeah, the signage.
The signage is moving back and forth in the middle of his approach. I would see almost no way where he wouldn't see that on the way up there.
Strike for Gomez.
Doesn't excuse it, but it's still off.
Well, he should have just walked away.
But he didn't react to it either.
No.
He didn't react like to a tournament official or hey guys, the Dorner just got me.
It was unbelievably noticeable from my vantage point, and I was amazed he kept going on with it. Shafer on the left lane. Cranks that one, and a 10-pin party in the pit there. Nice bounce back shot from Ruiz. Gets the messenger to drop the 10. And things tight through 3, but it's Gomez on top. Perfect through 3. Ruiz down 16 to Shafer. Top 2 advance.
The PBA World Championship is brought to you by Bayer. Try Bayer Advanced Aspirin. Extra strength pain relief, twice as fast as before. By Ebonite, bowl to win. By Jack Links. Jack Links Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. And by Atonic. Power up your game.
Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Chris Barnes. Welcome you back to Las Vegas. Guys, have you done your holiday shopping yet?
Not yet.
That's typical. Wait until the last moment. Randy, I have a solution for you. Head on over to PBA.com. You can buy all the official PBA merchandise and apparel you want. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, bowling towels, everything. Just click on the shop tab over there on PBA.com. There is no Hall of Fame discount, though.
I'm going to get my son Chad a hoodie. He loves hoodies.
Gomez, your leader here in match number 2 on the left lane.
This is shaping up pretty good for Mr. Gomez right now. That shot was a little inside of target, according to our Cats data, and didn't really threaten to go high.
Cats, the computer-aided tracking system, courtesy of our friends in Central Florida at the Kegel facility. We were there a couple years ago for a wonderful tournament. Wes Malott and Carolyn Doran Ballard put on an awesome show. Kegel, the official training center of the PBA.
Well, ball change for Shafer on the right lane. Rob, any idea how to say ham bone in Spanish?
I tell you what, whenever we have an international competitor, I always ask them how they say ham bone in their native language, and then they just kind of look at me blankly. Much like Ruiz is staring at that shot. Nasty big 4 in his grill right now.
Right now, the left lane is not his friend, leaving the big 4. The big 4 has only been made once on television. That by a guy who carries the moniker Walter Ray Williams Jr. You may have heard of him.
Gomez, drop and give me 10 in the 5th. And he is perfect through 5.
Yeah, and it can get worse. Shafer working on a double. Andres is perfect through 5.
Shafer looking for a 3-bagger here. He has struck both times on this left lane. Well, he's not afraid of that left lane, guys.
Like he's gone to a stronger ball in that left lane. It's a little bit tighter down lane. All the players said the same thing. Hooks a little bit early, but when the oil gets down there, it doesn't want to hook back.
Ruiz had a 258 in the last game and gets back on the strike train there. Needed that after the open frame.
He'll need to do that another 5 or 6 times to get back in this. These 3 players vying for a 1 in 4 chance of winning the PBA World Championship. 40 games of qualifying done on 4 different animal oil patterns just to make it to this point. Top 16 advanced. There are 4 divisions.
Ooh. Gomez right of target, and his great start comes to an end. Shafer stepping up. He's over on the right lane while Gomez eyeballs this one. Shafer looking for 4 in a row. Leaves the 10. Gomez steps up on the left. Difficult split conversion as Shafer gets his spare ball. Open frame for Andres. Shafer in the 6th, looking for a spare. Takes care of that one. And Ruiz comes up, 2 opens, but is currently working on a strike.
Well, Ruiz still has a chance to shoot 230 here. And he did put together a bunch of strikes in that game 1. I wouldn't count him out just yet.
Seeking his first double. And he's got it. Who's most excited about Ildemaro's success here in Vegas? His parents, especially his dad, Ildemaro Sr.
More happy than me is him right now, because he's living a dream that he wants to do against me. You know, be with me right here, because he's right now, he just arrived for see the finals. That say how happy he is.
Mom and dad coming all the way from Barquisimeto, Venezuela, to see Ildemaro today. Now here's Gomez in the 7th.
Wait a minute. Wait for it. Denied. I'll tell you, I think this is some of the best bowling I've seen him do in quite some time, Chris, in terms of what he's doing at the bottom of the swing. His little different tilt now. He's got more roll, less of that side spinning rotation. I really like what he's been working on and how far he's come in just the last couple of years.
Shafer gets them all to drop. Going back to the Gomez conversation, still without a PBA Tour title, but was 10th on the earnings list last season.
Yeah, this is good work, too. And our cat's data, he's spot on this game. Everything's within a half a board on each lane. His speed control is very good. And his rotation, which Randy, you've alluded to it, not really doing what his favorite thing is, but it's awfully, awfully consistent right now.
We're taking next week off for Christmas, but we'll be back on New Year's Day with our next telecast, the Petraglia Division of the PBA World Championship. 4 more hopefuls trying to get to the finals of the first major of the season. And what a way to kick off 2012. PDW, Pete Weber, and World Championship #1 seed Sean Rash, as well as the up-and-comer Nathan Bohr and the powerhouse lefty Ryan Simonelli. That is in 2 weeks, New Year's Day, 1 Eastern, right here on ESPN. Ruiz looking for 3 in a row. Borderline mandatory strike here.
Puede ser, tan cerca el tiro y no puede ser que no me lo dé.
Exactly.
It's looking like this is going to be a Gomez Shafer finale. Unfortunately for Ruiz, he's just out of frames now.
Uh-oh. 7-10, wait a second.
things interesting on the count that'll put him on a 2:10 pace, and the most Ruiz can shoot now is 2:09.
I'm still going with Gomez.
He's been the most consistent one out here. So an open frame for Gomez, had a 2:22 in the opening match. Shafer led everybody with that 2:67, which included 10 strikes. Here he is in the 8th, looking for a double. It would be his 6th strike of match number 2.
Get away with that.
He will not get away with that.
All right, so now it's getting kind of interesting.
Ruiz now has some hope. This ball is just inside of target all the way. About a board and a half inside the last one. Just the trajectory through the front was not right.
On the left lane, right through the nose. He had the chance. It was given to him.
And Ruiz, compared to everyone else, is actually further left on the left lane, where everyone else is playing the right lane hook more. And my guess is because of his entry angle is so much shallower than everyone else, he feels like he has to be close to the head pin.
He's left, but much straighter, much tighter.
And our friends at Cats, his last 3 shots on the right lane, this is Andres Gomez. They all look like one.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can put one more up. Yes, the other line has been added, but you can barely tell.
Just a hair left.
The left line just seems that it pushes a little bit more. Not much. This one, you see the ball entering the pins the better way, right?
Some discussion on the side as Gomez prepares for our final match of the day. Shafer.
Hey, Chris and Rob, he was speaking with Del Ballard and Chris Schlemmer there. And Del Ballard, I think, just said something very interesting, which kind of gets back to Chris Barnes's point. He says, can you move in and go around it a little bit more? Which is exactly what Andres Gomez likes to do.
Our final is set. The Colombian Andres Gomez versus the PBA vet Ryan Shafer, who will advance to the January 15th PBA World Championship final. Find out with us.